to Daddy Alive. I have gone to Italy and I had the best time of my life. I went on a 10-day excursion. So we're going to go to Rome and we're going to see what's going on there. Now, when I tell you we took a quick tour around Rome, it was pretty wild. It was very, very quick. It's a flash. And by the way, I didn't bring my professional equipment. I shot everything with my iPhone in a DSLR camera. So check it out. Okay, so as I said, that was a quick spin around in Rome. But now we're going to go to one of the best parts of the trip. We went to B&B Villa Aurea Cooking School with Sergio and Gio Franco. We went with a group of about 40 people. And let me tell you, all they did was serve a ton of pasta. But what you're going to see now is what we saw from the outside of our window. It was absolutely breathtaking. And we did a few things. It was such a frenzy, the whole trip, running here, running there, eating, and more eating. It was like it was crazy. So you have to check this out. enjoy that? We're back again. Now we're going to go to the olive gardens, the olive pressing plant, and then the olive oil tasting. And when I tell you this is a big deal, this olive oil is so unbelievable that you can almost drink it. That's how tasty it is.
Fortunately, the oil is one of the products that maybe outside Italy it's not the real oil. There are now also some scandal. One is in US, one is also in Europe about the oil, because the problem of the oil it's the distribution. It's in the hands of the big company.
Yes.
So maybe you buy a brand, but you don't buy a product. You buy a brand that is called Italian oil, but it is not Italian oil inside. So what I would like, and I'm so happy that you are here, I try to explain how hard it is to understand if it's real oil, starting from the ground now, because you will understand how will be the real taste at the end of all the process. In Italy we have 542 or 44 different varieties of olives.
Wow.
And this means that you can have 542 different varieties of oil. But unfortunately, you know only extra virgin oil.
True.
It's true. If you think about the wine, 40 years ago, we called the wine only with the color, the red and the white.
Yeah.
Wine. But now, when you ask in the restaurant, you don't. Okay, you ask for a kind of wine, going with the grapes. So going, thinking about Chardonnay.
Yep.
The problem of the oil is that you don't drink. It's not so nice to drink. No, it's a fat, and so you use only for cooking. And this is the key of the problem. The big company, they don't take care about the quality of the oil. They sell a product. They don't take care about the quality of the oil. The oil, it's one of the first products that the Mediterranean area was used by the people. So I don't remember really well all this history starting before Christ, but also when Christ and after Christ, oil was something that they used also for the people. For the people when they died, they give the benediction, yes, with the oil. So the oil is something that was already there. Also for the lamp, for the light, they used the oil. They had no petrol, so they use a kind of oil that comes from the olives, that it's was good for the oil, was good for the light. We don't do anymore that kind of oil. We do now a new kind of oil, trying to follow the same road that the wine has done 20 years ago. In Italy, 20 years ago we had a big scandal where also 4 or 5 people died for a wine made with methanol.
Methanol.
That was quite big. So people went to the supermarket, bought maybe 5 gallons of wine for 3 euros, and it was not so good. And so was. But what is the problem now? The problem is in the market you find an oil really cheap. Maybe it's not export to US, or maybe you pay for something that is not so high quality, and the quality of the oil is really low. The oil comes from the Mediterranean area, so when you find Italian oil, read really well the label, because 60% is not Italian. So this part is the old orchards. And now in that part we will see the new one. New means 15 years because the tree needs 6 years to start to do the first olives. So if it's really beautiful to put in a garden, but needs 5 years because when they start to have maybe the first drops. In the past, there was no problem of the cost of the labor. So all the trees were made in a really big, in a distance, really far. Now we need to be more efficient, so we put line of trees, where when you go with the tractor, you do one line straight, one line another part, and then you do horizontal and vertical. And also easy for the picking, and I'll tell you when we come back how we pick. Okay. So looking now, it's really easy. You see, if you see one tree, a line of 25 trees, really easy. So now we are in the period of where we cut the branches. So because the tree needs to be ready for the pruning. As you see, we made here and we didn't make there. So it's not because we forgot the old one. No, it's because the new one needs now to grow better, and so they need air inside, and need to make. They don't make a lot of olives. This part of land make not a lot. Really not a lot of work, but not a lot of olives. So, but because now we are more concentrate of the growing of the trees, not of the production.
Okay.
So we have 600 trees that we need to grow up. It's like a child. We need to do the right education.
Were you here when they planted 15 years ago?
No, yes, I was here. I was here. Yeah, I was here, and it was difficult to put everything in line. Straight line.
Yeah.
So, this is the pruning period, because we will have the flower in April, May, because this tree make a flower, and so we have also variety of trees that make flower and the yellow thing that make the fruit that are only for pollination. Because if you think it's a flower, so how this become a fruit and an olive? Needs someone.
Male
Need
and female, right?
Yeah, and there is female, male, and neutral. Let's say because there is someone that can make flower and pollination at the same time.
Really?
Yes.
Self-pollinate.
Self-pollinate. So I know it's strange, but I can do. So what happened that we have in the past, my great-grandfather, he decided to put trees in 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the middle. The pollination was in the middle. Okay, because needs for the others. Okay, they have time to do that, to also to cultivate and to have the people that work in that way. Other place, another part, they shake the trunk really strong. Okay. In another part of Italy, they do different. In the south of Italy, and now you will go to Amalfi Coast where they do in another. The fourth way of picking. So in the south, they wait until the olives comes down and then they clean. In the past, it was called cold press because they use like you will see here now an old one was like a normal press, like for the wine, and they press it. The oil came out. The oil and water came out. And then they wait until naturally there was the separation, and they take only the oil and the water remain.
Oh, okay.
Really easy. Of course, when there is a business, someone wants to have more quantity.
Shortcuts.
And so what they do, they put hot water
That's a normal.
or other kind of chemical thing, hot, that
Right.
separate the fat.
Faster.
And so the oil from the pulp,
coagulates.
yes, and take out. So that is not cold,
Oh, I
it's
see.
hot, more quantity, more money.
Right, faster.
Fast. But you buy oil, so
The extra virgin oil.
extra virgin oil. So it doesn't take care, but you have more quantity.
Absolutely.
So you start from the eyes, even if it's not important that it's really green. Don't think that the green oil is the best. Depends on the olives. We have olives that make really green and some that become more yellow. So it's not important. But of course, who wants to sell a lot, they know that greener is it, more they sell. So they put white bottle, really green product inside. If you put chlorophyll, vegetable chlorophyll, you can put
It turns
Okay.
green.
Makes it
green, really,
Oh my
I don't know, more than this.
You want to shoot yourself?
So it's not important really the color. Even if when we do the taste, we start from the eyes. But we start from the eyes looking if it's filtered or not filtered. Because this is, for example, it's another thing that in some library you find. Unfiltered or filtered. Filtered, it's a little bit, it's good for the oil that remain more time in the bottle. Unfiltered is good when it's fresh. Okay, just a coffee spoon, so just a little bit.
Like wine tasting.
That's pretty good. That's nice.
And then you in the mouth will open,
Washing out.
yes,
Like you do with the wine.
and it's it. This is quite good. It's a sweet oil, so the taste. I left in front of you some names, some aromas, and also you will find some defect going a little bit inside. So the aromas of this, it's a sweet and goes with or everything that is like dry fruit, like or nuts or almond. This kind of taste. Yes, this kind. It's not the green taste because we have two main difference: the sweet and the green. The green it's, I said to you, the grass. If some oil, when you taste, looks like if you put a piece of grass in your mouth.
Is that good?
And that is good.
Is that the good?
It's like
That's
for the salad, it's really
taste
good.
you're looking
But
for.
maybe it's not good if you put in a boiled fish that maybe is too strong. So what is starting now, it's the new way of putting the right oil with the right food. Like the right wine with the right food.
So we're back again. Now we're gonna go into the cooking school with Gianfranco and all the people. And when I tell you food, 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 I don't know what they were thinking. And there was no salads. There were no vegetables. You know, what's going on? Anyway, the food was spectacular. And that's all we did was eat and sleep and eat and sleep and eat. So you're gonna hear from Gianfranco, and he does many, many different dishes. So enjoy and check this out.
Only lasagna, spaghetti, meatballs?
We're open
something
to
else?
anything you want to tell us.
Artichoke.
Okay.
Open.
Sauce.
Pardon?
I make artichoke.
Artichokes. Ah, yeah, but I think that you can find that through all the world.
Yes.
Even in the north of Europe and the south.
Yeah.
Okay, artichoke is a seasonal vegetable, particularly used in the center of Italy. And in Rome, there is a dish called artichoke Roman style, which is fairly simple to prepare and very tasty to eat. We're gonna prepare some of those artichoke in that way. The other one we're gonna put in our risotto, because I knew that some of you is gluten-free, should be celiakia.
Yes.
Well, it will be quite difficult to feed a proper menu for you.
Exactly.
Because
No problems.
but the main course and the risotto you can eat.
Yeah.
And even the dessert, because tiramisu we can prepare without biscuits. We should prepare a sort of sponge with rice meal, but I don't have it. Then I have to prepare only the tiramisu
Right,
for you.
right. Don't worry.
For the other person that don't have any problem with gluten, we're gonna do some pizzas, but small one in 3 different way. A plain one white with lardo. Lardo is a sort of raw bacon. It's not cooked bacon. With rosemary. Everybody know what is the rosemary. Well, this is herbs, and then I'm gonna show you Mediterranean food. We use a lot of herbs because you can see in the countryside it's full of bush, and then you can find thyme, as typical from this area. Rosemary is maybe you can call it the prince of the table, because we put it in almost every dish. Bay leaves, sage, parsley, basil is not in the season. I prefer using vegetable in the season. And then today only the tomato, fresh tomato we will use. The other vegetable are seasonal vegetable. Because a good food has to go together with the seasonal food. Always, I suggest you, even if you prepare a typical American dish, you have to use a seasonal vegetables of seasonal food. Okay, this is a suggestion that I give you. I put 500 grams. Look like this.
Cakes.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if, do you have in?
Yes, yes.
Say, no?
Yeah, the solid yeast cake, right.
That's
550.
550
Yeah,
grams?
yeah,
Oh, here it is, yeah, 500.
bottle and a half.
yeah. Depends depends on the weather,
Yeah.
okay? But this should be correct. The weather is important, okay?
How long?
7 minutes when they start to take the flour on. I mean, now it's 2 minutes, yeah, you need to incorporate the flour with the water, yeah? And then you have to let it work about 7 minutes. I'm gonna show you when it's ready, the gluten is gonna be broken. And then you will see how the dough change, okay? It's gonna changing now. I'm gonna pasta. Wrap yourself a little bit. Pasta without the eggs is different dough.
That pasta we had last
Low in
night.
cholesterol when it has no
Pardon?
eggs. They call it low cholesterol pasta without eggs.
Well,
Egg yolk
in
was-
Italy we call in different way. There is a pasta made with without eggs called cavatelle. Called,
Oh, yeah.
different way.
Okay.
Not because it's for low cholesterol. No,
It's just a
because
different
they-
kind of pasta.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. In the north, they put a lot of eggs. When you go to the south, they put it less.
Less egg.
What
Okay.
is this area?
This area in the middle, and then
Last night the pasta was
c'è la
delicious.
pellicola.
Yeah,
This
but it was
was
like
you know what we
English
call
pasta.
wine
What was
without
it?
alcohol.
It was,
In the
he
United
said it
States,
didn't
water.
have something. Remember?
Last night?
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
No, but it's the tradition.
Yes,
It's
I
not,
know.
it's, no, I understand what you say, but it's a tradition.
Yes.
Because the north is always richest than the south.
And they have more eggs and more
And then they
chicken.
put
Yeah.
more cheese, more butter,
Okay.
and even the weather is different. The north is cold, okay?
Is it-
The middle and the south is warm, and then you don't put a lot of protein
Protein, okay.
Yes.
and fat, because the sun is
hot.
always too. There's always the sun, and then it's too warm weather make you sweat. Sorry, and then the north they put cheese a lot, eggs a lot. They use butter as in the north.
More spicy?
Spice in the south.
So,
More spice in the south?
See, yeah, chili from the south. We use a lot of chili in the south.
Stand next to me so we
Did
can
you
all see.
oil that dough at all? Or
Yeah.
You oiled it?
Yeah.
Like if
And then I cover for about 40 minutes. And we are gonna wait, because we need 1 kilo potato, 300 grams of flour, 2 eggs, and then I'm gonna tell you the recipe in next step.
Okay.
Now we're gonna prepare the dough for the ravioli. Because we have to let about half an hour in the fridge to stay there, okay?
Right, yeah.
Okay, in a minute we cook the other one, and then we carry on in the other room. 1 kilo, 10 eggs, okay?
10 eggs?
There is a recipe that you put 35 egg yolk.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay, this is no heavy recipe. It's just a normal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it will take you 2 weeks to separate the eggs.
No, it's not just the old one. You should put the old one, and you don't need to.
I can never break my egg.
I can never do that either.
I'm not even trying to problem.
That
Break
makes
it.
such a mess.
We,
You break it by dropping it on the floor.
Yeah, you can.
Supposed to put it down.
I just cleaned up, I know.
There's another recipe, he said he puts 35 eggs.
Very rich.
6.
Wow.
Wow.
We made a little swimming pool.
Yeah, very cool. Floating egg yolks.
So you make your own bowl.
Watch the volcano.
the dam broke? Yeah, it'll break in a minute for me, believe me.
Can you talk?
Dam? This one's a
Then you start in this way.
Oh, no.
It's like,
Oh, good.
Mount Etna.
straight.
Mount Etna. Look at that, isn't that?
No,
I'd have it
because I
all
don't
on
do
the bloody
this.
floor by now.
And then you start this way. Go ahead.
Ooh, from Alaska.
And you will see the dough. No, it should not. It's gonna. Oh, sorry. It's not too soft, but it's gonna be quite hard. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Can you take keep the
Want us to hold it?
wooden tray, please? And you should work in this way first, and then you work in the way to. I think. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna cut you.
It's good for you, don't need those.
That's a sharp knife.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah, you need a good knife.
I have quite good knives,
sent me a
and
and I cut
it's
myself.
a very important knife. And this one is most of them
That's a chef's mark.
are Japanese,
Wow.
because the Japanese knife, the steel,
Yeah.
yeah, the steel of the Japanese knife is between the best in the world.
Really?
Yeah, Germans and
Yeah.
Japanese. I think that even a great chef in USA using
I just want to see the name.
that one, Kai. That's it.
K-A-I?
Yeah. It's Japanese.
Kai.
Japanese.
Like Sammy K. K. Castilla.
This is not Japanese, but this one is a carving knife they use to make a vegetable sculpture.
Oh,
And watermelon.
Oh, wow.
I don't have my iPad. Otherwise, I had some pictures very nice. And then maybe on the telephone, then we'll show you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna put in the fridge. Okay. I have to let in the fridge about half an hour at least.
Okay.
If during this time we're gonna prepare the filling, we are gonna do something else, and then we need sometimes also for preparing our thing. Okay. Now we did the pizza dough and the pasta dough.
Yeah.
Now we are preparing the filling of the ravioli. We have some hard-boiled potatoes and some sausages. And I prepare some the filling. I hope that you're gonna, when we start to do the ravioli, I'm gonna show you one, and you do some, and maybe someone else preparing pizza. Okay, and then you change, you swap, and then the person that is preparing the ravioli, the other one gonna preparing pizza. Okay. Otherwise, only watching is not enough.
Right.
Okay, that's what I think. We prepare this. We make the tiramisu because it has to stay in the fridge about 3-4 hours, and then better we prepare this job. First I prepare the filling of the ravioli. Okay, I chop some carrots, some onions, and some celery. Okay, tiny, very thin one, tiny chop. And then we cooked gently for a bit with olive oil, add some sausages, white wine, and then we're gonna mix with some hard-boiled potatoes, drops of ricotta cheese, some tablespoon of ricotta cheese, and that will be our filling of the ravioli. Okay. Don't do it in this way at home.
Is that a mise, how do you pronounce mise en place? Is it the carrots, the onions, and the celery?
Yeah, that's the basis of all cooking.
I thought you went one way, then you went this way, then you went.
Marchesi, Gianfranco Vissani, not me,
We caught that.
not me.
The bay leaf is whole because it's for flavor only, right?
Yeah, that's
You take it out, right.
I think that the lasagna is American. Oh, yes, as well the pizza. As well the pizza, no? I mean, the pizza in this way is Italian, but originally comes from the way to prepare a bread in a flat way is Oriental way.
That's right.
Oh.
And it comes through the Mediterranean Sea and comes to the Italy.
Yeah.
The way we put tomato, mozzarella, and this stuff like this, put in the oven, sorry, is Italian, Naples. Tomorrow you will be there. But the way to prepare flat bread in that way originally come from non Chinese, in the Middle East, Mediterranean Sea, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey maybe, okay, North Africa, okay.
The pasta was Chinese as well, no?
No, this is a lot of people think that the pasta comes from no. Pasta, the way that we prepare pasta in Italy is Italian. Chinese make their own way, in two different ways, but it's two different. The original is different. It's not the same. I mean, it's not an evolution of Chinese pasta.
Okay.
It was born at the era of the Romans.
Oh, okay.
And could be no, because they have no touch, is no contact between Romans and Chinese. Romans and Indians, yes, because they found Romans coin in India.
Yes.
But Romans and Chinese never been in touch. Spicy,
Thank you.
just sweet, and then we prepare in this way. We don't need a lot of sausages because we put some potatoes as well. 3, maybe 4 is enough. Okay. Okay.
And make sure you say take the skin off.
Because we will do
casing,
some
casing.
ravioli, but the feeling is not fine now.
You put it in the kitchen.
Yeah, thank you. And now. just in the pan, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, that's it. Now, we go in the kitchen and show you how to cook it this one. You see? Okay, let's go.